I said her buy marshmallows? Nah, we make it at home. All right, so I know this is not on TikTok, so I'm not going to throw things behind me or I'll break my set. But today we're making homemade marshmallows. It is so much easier than you think. It is gooey. It is delicious. Let's just get started with, we have 3 tablespoons of fish gelatin we're going to add into our stand mixer. Half a cup cold water. And we're going to let that sit for about 10 to 15 minutes while we're prepping the sugar. Heat up a small pot on a medium flame. We're going to add in 2 cups of sugar and a 1/4 cup water. Now we're going to let this melt and come to a boil. While our sugar is coming to a boil, it is very important to brush down the sides to get rid of those small sugar crystals because that can crystallize our sugar, which is the enemy of what we're doing. All right, so our sugar is now boiling, and I'm going to stick in a candy thermometer. This is what's going to tell us the temperature. We want to cook it to the softball stage, which is about 240 degrees. It is very important that you check on it. You do not want to walk away and watch some TikToks or watch YouTube or watch TV. You got to keep an eye on it because if it cooks hotter, then it just won't work. All right, so we got our gelatin over here that's nice and bloomed. It has soaked up all that water, which means it is now ready. Let's get this into our stand mixer with the whisk attachment on. We got to move super quick. Let's now get this over here. Let's start mixing on a low speed. We've got our sugar syrup we just made, and now we're going to carefully pour all of that in. Look at that. All right, we got that all in there. Now I'm going to increase the speed slowly, and as it starts to get thick, I'm going to increase it to high, and now we're going to let this whisk for about 10 to 15 minutes until it gets nice and kind of will look like marshmallow fluff, because that's basically what it is. All right, so it has now gotten super thick, and what we're going to do is we're going to add in the last 2 ingredients. We're going to add in half a teaspoon of vanilla extract into there, and we're going to add in half a teaspoon of salt, and keep on mixing until the 10 to 15 minutes is up. All right, that looks good. Now over here I have a 9x9 baking pan that I just put with some cooking spray to make sure there's no stick in, and now I'm going to add in some powdered sugar, and we're going to dust this because, as you probably know, marshmallow fluff is super sticky and it's the same consistency as marshmallow fluff, and we don't want sticking. You know what? Let's just make a mess. I was going to try not to make a mess, but I feel like it's a little too late for that, so we're making a mess. Let's now get that all in there. As you can see, it is nicely dusted, so we have no sticking. All right, let's lower this down. Let's get that all out of there. And alrighty, let's take this out of here. And you want to be very quick with this because the gelatin will start to set pretty quickly. So you immediately want to get this all in there before the gelatin starts to do its thing, because trust me, if you wait, it will just turn into marshmallow the shape of, oh God, all right, the shape of that. Alrighty, let's now scrape this all into here. Look at how heavenly that looks. It literally just looks like marshmallow fluff because that's basically what it is. You're going to want to eat it all right now, but please don't do that and just get it all into the baking pan. All right, so the marshmallow is sticking to everything, so I'm going to take a wooden spoon, spray the back with some nonstick spray, and then that will help, hopefully, to be able to press it into the pan without sticking too much. All right, that is working, so let's just get it to fit the shape of the pan. All right, that is looking perfect. Now what we're going to do finally is just take some powdered sugar, dust it all over the top as well. And bam, there you go. We have made homemade marshmallows that now just need to set. I mean, I guess we also made a little bit of a mess. So it's homemade marshmallows plus homemade mess. We're gonna let this sit now for a few hours until it firms up. Then we're slicing it and eating it. I'm so pumped. All right, it has been about 2 hours and I am so pumped to take it out. Are you ready for this? Look how easily they slide out if you do it correctly. And bam, there you go. Look at those thick marshmallows that we just made. All right, it is now time to cut them. What we're going to do is we're going to grab some cooking spray, spray our knife so that it is not sticking, and let's now cut them into perfect cubes. So I'm first going to cut off the edges so we get a nice edge on our marshmallows. Look at that inside. Or I'm going to wait to try it till we're like actually ready to try it. And let's now do another big cut. Go. Let's now cut the edges off, and now let's cut them into perfect little marshmallow cubes. Look at that. Tell me that is not the best marshmallow you've ever seen. All right, let's give that the squish test. Oh yeah, it is nice and squishy. Ready for this? Let's do a marshmallow pull. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, there's one last thing to do. Let's give it a try. Oh my God. That is seriously good. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you have not lived until you've made your own homemade marshmallows. Let's just start with the fact of how squishy they are. You just cannot compare it to store-bought marshmallows. The flavor's even better, and the texture, and it's just more fun. It's so fun. You could say to someone, I made these marshmallows, and you know what? You can customize them. I did plain vanilla, but you can add in chocolate. You can add in probably pistachios. You can add in literally whatever you'd like, and if you want to go crazy, you can toast them and make gourmet s'mores. I think I'm gonna do that. They're just so delicious. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. As always, the link to the full recipes in the description box below. And if you haven't already, be sure to click that bigger subscribe button to be the first to know when I post new videos. And comment down below what is your favorite way to eat marshmallows. I would love to know. All right, if you need me, I'm just gonna devour the rest of these marshmallows. They're so good.